one of the reasons, like, that I think Pernell was married 4 times was because he was fine to me. But we'll test that ancient history now, and we'll go there. So I just want to tell you a little bit of an explanation. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to tell you anyway real quick, I hope. The Thanks for Giving project was started in January of 2004. Some of his fans decided that we needed to honor Pernell. Originally, it was to make donations only to the library, to the children's department of the library. We wanted to do something permanent in his hometown. One of the Lions, my friend Sandra, who I forget, she's right here, the camera pointed at me, she asked me if we could include the Lions camp with the Lions. So every year we've made a donation in honor of Pernell to the library and to the Lions camp for the Lions. Unfortunately, this year it wasn't the memory of Pernell. We knew that year was coming, but here it is. But to date, Thanks for Giving project has donated in excess of $13,000 to our cause, and it will go on. As long as anybody wishes to contribute to the Thanks for Giving project, I will keep the checks coming, ladies, but don't worry. When we were here in 2004 with our check presentation, a lady by the name of Pernell wrote a poem for that day. And I thought it was a nice thing to share tonight. Her poem is, "Passed this way a man, by chance or grace or grand design, to a careless world that knew him well, though not at all, and which, by quiet strength, a noble heart, a sense of self, is forever changed, since passed this way a man." I have here something that somebody wrote somewhere online, who attended the memorial service in Santa Monica in February. And I would just like to share with you a few comments that were made by people. Pernell's attorney, Richard Stone, I guess spoke at some length. He was a master of ceremony. But one of the things he did say was that Pernell was a fighter. But the pancreatic cancer often met with quick death. Pernell was a great fighter, and he fought for over 2 years. He was attorney, but we lost him. We had him here for 81 years, 8 months and 6 days. And as far as I'm concerned, that wasn't long enough. Well, I wouldn't have extended his life by 1 more minute if it meant he would still be sick and in pain. So the time, I guess, was late. There was an actor here named Peter Harrell who met Pernell in the 1970s when he was attending St. Edward's University in Austin, Texas. And among other things, Peter said Pernell gave him a lot of guidance during that show and told him that he thought he could make it in acting. Peter said that he thought he would like to be an actor if all actors were like Pernell. However, once Peter arrived in Los Angeles, he quickly learned that most actors were not like Pernell. Peter was having difficulty finding work, and Pernell invited him to join the Trapper John cast. Peter went on to film 28 episodes of Trapper John as Pete, the anesthesiologist. Peter said that he learned so much from Pernell, and that he would be indebted to him forever. Peter said that his last visit with Pernell was in November 2009. He and a friend were only going to visit Pernell for about an hour, because they knew he was sick and weak. The visit ended up being 3 hours long. Before Peter left, Pernell sang 12 stanzas of one of his favorite folk songs, Dapper Dan. Peter said he could tell that Pernell had given it all he had, and at the end, Pernell stood up and took a bow. That was Peter's last visit with Pernell. And he said, "My parents were waiting for Pernell when he arrived at Heaven's Gate, and he'll be waiting there for me when I get there." Larry Diggs, who I understand, is from Waycross, and the canoe met Pernell about 20 years ago with a canoeing buddy. And they decided to take a canoe trip down to the Sicily River, down to the coast. And Larry's wife would meet them along the way to make sure everything was okay. For the final leg of the trip, they were about an hour late. So Beth was trying to get somebody to go up the river. She found a man in a motorboat. He was kind of reluctant to go and find him and make sure everything was okay. And she said, just go up the river and look, because the guy in the canoe is Ben Cartwright. Shouldn't have to talk to anything else like that. Gregory Harrison played Gonzo Gates on Trevor John. He wasn't scheduled to speak, but he did offer some things. He said that he had worked with Pernell for 7.5 years, for 12 hours a day. Over that period of time, he learned a great deal from Pernell. He called Pernell the most furious man he'd ever known. He was furious about acting, and furious when things didn't go his way, on or off the set. He said that Pernell was all about quality acting. And Gregory said that he sees some of Pernell's professional qualities in himself today, and he was grateful for that. Pernell's most, I don't know how I'm supposed to say this delicately, most recent life, final life, I don't know what the politically correct way is to say that. But one of the things that she said when she spoke was that Pernell was happy with his lifetime achievement and enjoyed reminiscing about the old times. He had no regrets. Wouldn't that be nice for all of us to be able to say, we had no regrets. So we live our life the way, so that we can say that. I think one of the things, though, that touched me the most about this service was something that Pernell's second wife, Judith, did. She did reminisce about the civil rights movement and their march to Selma, Alabama, with Dr. King in 1965. And she shared a poem that Pernell had written, but what I thought was very touching was, she said, she quoted from a monologue of William Shakespeare's As You Like It. All the world is stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. So we know that was Pernell for sure. Now I'm going to do another little bit of a DVD, but first, I want to tell you another story about Pernell and Waycross. Once upon a time, a few years ago, I don't know exactly when, wait a minute. Sorry, guys. 1991. Pernell wanted to honor the band director from Waycross High School. So he put together, I was told by, I don't know if any of you remember Luther and Virginia Billings from Waycross. But he put on a reunion of all his, what did I say? I said Philadelphia. Sorry, Fontaine. Pernell wanted to put this on honor and surprise the band director. Virginia said Pernell did all the arrangements, took care of everything, nobody had to do anything, and they were all invited to go. And this picture that's up here, you can come up and look at it. This is Pernell and the band director taken at that reunion. They're holding a picture of the same two individuals when Pernell went into the military. And that was taken at that band reunion. At that time, Pernell gave everybody a poem that I understand he wrote. Will ye walk with me, Willow John, not far away? A year or two at the ending of your time. We'll not talk, not tell the bitter of the tears. Maybe laugh occasional, or find a cause for tears, or something lost. Could be. We might both find. Will you set a spell with me, Willow John? Not long. A minute measured by your length on earth. We'll pass a look or two. We both will know and understand the feeling. So when we go, we'll take comfort that we can from each other's mouth. Will you linger at our leaving, Willow John? Just for me. Lingering reassures and comforts us who part. Memories of it help to show the slow, quickened tears, was recalling you in the latter years, and often sung, The Haunting of the Heart. And you signed it, It Was Wonderful, Love, Pernell. Before we wrap up the service, I want to play something over here on the CD player. In the back of your bulletin, your program, you'll see there's something called Desire. This is a very old writing that Pernell happened upon at some point in his life and kind of took it on as his blueprint on how people should live. And I think he tried to live his life this way. So what we're going to share now, this isn't a great recording, but it's the only one I know of. So we're going to try to listen to Pernell reading Desire.
I was, looking at the Bible that they send in the playbill, or stage bill, as it's going to call it. It's kind of interesting, gives an insight into the man.
Just a couple more things. I'm thrilled that so many people shared today, and I thank you. Even though you didn't share specifically and say anything, you're here. You're sharing this experience with us, and I'm grateful that you're here. After listening to that, I do want to share something with you that meant a great deal to me. I started praying for Pernell. I started praying in earnest about 30 years ago for his salvation. I didn't know what his religion was. I knew he was disenchanted with religion many years ago. 10 days ago, I was informed last summer, Pernell turned his life over to the Lord. And that's something I will always be grateful for. I believe in God. I believe in miracles. And we'll all see Pernell again. We know where he's waiting for us. Now, as I said, we have this food that the Lions expect us to eat. And after the service, after we have our social hour, we're going to take these flowers up to the cemetery. We don't know the final disposition of Pernell's remains. We know he was cremated, but we don't know, the final disposition of the ashes. But what we're going to do, we're going to take these flowers and we're going to put them on his parents' grave in memory of all three of them. And I would like to say one other thing. There are many charities and projects that you can give to in Pernell's memory, and all of them are wonderful. I would just, if you're thinking of making a donation in his memory, I would like to respectfully ask that out of appreciation, you consider a donation to the Yogi Pinoki Lions for all that they've done for us and all their generosity today. I can't thank them enough. I couldn't give them. What they've given to me is worth $1 million today. And I thank you all very much. So thanks for coming, and I'll just close with a prayer, and we can get on with the eating. How's that? Dear Lord, we thank you again for this wonderful gathering of people, for the sharing of memories, of laughs and few tears, of the joy that this man gave us, and will continue to give us, and generations to come. We thank you for the blessing he was on our lives, and we ask you that you hold him close in your arms till we join him again. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Very good job. Thank you.